Welcome to Oscar Ntsintsi Football, where I engage and discuss on anything to do with football from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. There are pundits, journalists, soccer analysts who think that they can say anything about Mamelodi Sundowns and expect Sundowns fans to keep quiet. It shall not happen. They are masquerading as journals, as analysts, but in reality, they are pushing agendas against Mamelodi Sundowns. Take a look at this video.
A good story player from SuperSport United. They signed him, they put him in the stand.
Now to all my dear Mamelodi Sundowns fans, thou shalt not be disheartened nor deterred by the utterances of this dear brother Nadim. Actually, I'm taking it in a hopefully in a open-minded manner, because what he is saying could serve as a catalyst on how the management of Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates should be approaching the transfer market, because at the root of his cry or his complaint is how the two teams, Soweto United, actually approach the transfer market. Now, we also need to address the misinformation he's giving on that platform. Now, he's not the only one. We have your PhDs and the others, but there are other ones who have airtime, on bigger broadcast platforms, who actually share the same sentiment as an idea. You have analysts, you have your pundits, you've got journalists who are hardcore, passionate, Soweto United fans who've been crying about the same matters for years. But let's quickly just erase and rub off some of the misinformation this dear brother is saying on that platform. Number one, let's go to Kino Cupido, playing for Cape Town City. The reason why the player is signed, there is always a concrete continuation plan at Mamelodi Sundowns. You have a Grant Kekana who's turning 33 this year. You have Mvala who's turning 31 this year. You have a Musa Libusa who's turning 33 this year. You have a Loni from Argentina, he's 30 this year. You've got players who are over 30. You've got a young one in a Malibongo Khoza, he's 19 or 20. Now Kino is 26 or 27. He's brought in not to kill off competition, but as a continuation plan at Mamelodi Sundowns. This is something that has been done at Mamelodi Sundowns for years. When a Hlompo Kekana, Sugar Mabunda, Teko Modisa are at the twilight of their careers, Mamelodi Sundowns must actually make a plan for someone else to take over, so that the club does not struggle. The club should maintain the same success, same play as the previous generation. Now, this is something you don't see at Kaizer Chiefs. We replace quality with quality at Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, let's go to Sipombule. You are again uttering lies on such a platform. Sipombule signed. You have Andile Jali, who is about to leave as well. He is brought in, Sipombule, because there is going to be a slot for him. There's going to be a slot for him. But now the problem with the Sipombule, he was given opportunities. I'm a proud Mamelodi Sundowns fans. I watched all of their games and I analyzed all of their games. Now, Sipombule was given opportunities. And then you have another problem with him is that he had injuries, and when you are injured at Mamelodi Sundowns, coming back from an injury, you don't automatically just go back to the starting 11. You have to fight for your place. And then you have another factor of discipline with a Sipombule. It's coming out now. Even as Kukuno United were tired of the player, they shipped him back to his mother club, Mamelodi Sundowns, because of ill discipline. But Sipombule had multiple chances at Mamelodi Sundowns to hold a place in that starting 11. Now let's go to another lie. Another lie you are speaking on that platform. You are saying there is no, Mamelodi Sundowns does not believe in development players. How many players have been promoted to the senior team at Mamelodi Sundowns? Obviously, not all of them. That's the reality of football. Not all of them are going to make it. We have a Blesser Nkulise, who's been at the senior team for some time. He's had chances to play, he's been injured, but he's been there. We have Keleto Makhalwa, who was promoted. He played, he did well, and obviously, as I'm saying, not everyone will be a success. You have a Pesitao, you have a Malibongwe Kozanao, you have a Litlaku. Another lie that was said by one of someone masquerading as a journalist, but he is pushing an agenda for the Soweto United, was a journalist who said Siama Bena is not being played at Mamelodi Sundowns. They are killing his career, while the player had suffered an Achilles injury. These are news we are always hearing. Another lie, you are saying that George Maluleka was signed so that we can kill Kaizer Chiefs in that fight for that title in 2019-2020. You are lying. Now, George Maluleka was fighting for an extension of a contract at Naturena. Naturena was only willing to give an extension of a year because he was over the age of 30. Mamelodi Sundowns was willing to give this player 3 years. You are lying. Now, as Mamelodi Sundowns, we are not going to sit here. Yes, we are not a lot. We are just 57. But you will feel our presence. You will hear. We will respond. We are happy. We know that you are suffering because of pain, because of the success of Mamelodi Sundowns. We ain't going to stop talking for our team. If our team is wrong, we will come on this platform and say so. Another one I want to mention is that a lot of people from the Soweto United fan base, they want financial fair play in South Africa. Before you even get there, you better understand the details of this FFP. Why this thing was started in Europe. Because they wanted a level ground for everyone. You think when there's a level ground in Europe, is a fairness on the thing? Because still, there is no fairness. And if you want it here in South Africa, remember, the transparency must be given to the public. Transparency on sponsorship, transparency on what players, the wages they are getting from football clubs. If you think that is going to happen in this country, well, it would be nice for everyone to know. But how our league is set up, you know what? It's just a wishful thinking that you think FFP will be implied in this country. But we're not gonna keep quiet as Mamelodi Sundowns fans. We will answer to any critique. We are proud of Mamelodi Sundowns. In fact, we are happy that Dr. Motsepe took over Mamelodi Sundowns so that he can actually provoke at Dr. Ivan Mukoza, at Dr. Mutaong to actually, you know what? Because the two clubs are not buying players. No, they are not buying players. We are not the only ones that are buying from Stellis. Stellenbosch sold Equinica, sold Dupree, sold multiple players to a Kaizer Chiefs. But do you hear us making noise? No. Stellis, their best right back was taken by Orlando Pirates. Do you hear us crying about it? Some of them, Morocco Solos lost Solomons at the time, the reigning defender of the season, Unjabulo Ngobo. He went into a Kaizer Chiefs. He was subjected to the stands. But do you hear Mamelodi Sundowns complaining about it, making noise about it on the socials? We don't. We mind our business. Our competition maybe is not in South Africa. We are competing with big fish, the Al Alis, the Esperance, the Wydad Casablancas, the Raja Casablancas. So, as Kaizer Chiefs fan base, Orlando Pirates fan base, you better wake up and actually address your concerns to your teams. If your teams are not buying players, look at what happened to Orlando Pirates. Because they did not go into the transfer market January, they were relying on youngsters. Youngsters are not going to win you CAF Champions League. Forget it. You need to balance young and experience to win championships, whether it's the league, domestic, or CAF Champions League. We ain't going to keep quiet as Mamelodi Sundowns fans.